Hello and welcome back everyone to another Rocket Rabbit commentary over this video game for the PlayStation 2. And we open on a child and her aunt. Jump scare!
Your mother said you'd be here.
Aunt Vivian, what are you doing here?
Apparently stalking my niece for some reason.
For a while, but I thought I'd spend some time with my favorite niece in the meantime.
You know, that's an interesting accessory. Why is it so low on your leg?
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a rather uncomfortable glint of the leg where it just, oh no, it's not the leg, of course not. It's because she's got a dual box. She's got a doohickey on her thingy. She's got some readiness for duel time with cards in a deck, in a box.
Have fun.
For the record, I actually like a lot of the teasing that they do between Luke and Becca's relationship in this game. But
she is the one you must defeat.
Don't spit on the floor.
Yeah, especially since it's the library. Libraries are awesome.
You must be the asshole in the show. Welcome. See, we're well aware of the tropes of these shows.
All right, everyone. No more fooling around. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a campaign plus run of Duel Masters for the PlayStation 2. Now, some of you might be thinking, "Wait, what the fuck is Duel Masters? Is this a Yu-Gi-Oh spin-off?" And the correct answer to that is no, but the obvious answer to that is yes.
Let me see. Where did I put my deck?
Well, what, you don't have your deck strapped to your leg? Because as I understand, that seems to be the local thing to do around here, is to always have it ready.
Yeah. The world building in the Kaijudo universe is kind of effed up, but it has a lot of interesting points. So, welcome to Duel Masters. I understand that the majority of the images you'll be seeing will be completely foreign to most of you, so it is my job as our narrator to effectively attempt to explain what the fuck everything is.
2,000
Duel
is a
Masters,
big number.
for the most part, is a Magic the Gathering rip. It uses a mana system, it uses cards, it uses a defensive system that Magic the Gathering wish it fucking had. And honestly, I really enjoyed this game, and I really enjoy Duel Masters in general, but Duel Masters died out for a relatively obvious reason. It was competing directly against Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and Magic the Gathering in a space that, to be perfectly honest, was already full of better card games. And not better as in, you know, they were just strictly better, but significantly more popular. Duel Masters died because it was fucking late, and it was far too late. But as a PS2 game, this has got both better and worse production than every other collectible card game on the console, and I mean that very literally. Like, the only other collectible card game on the PS2 console that is even as close as much production value as this one is Tag Force 1. And Tag Force 1 only really has production value some of the time. This game, on the other hand, has significantly more production value attempts, but significantly more flops because of it. You'll notice as we go through the cutscenes that these models, just for the record, do not fucking work for the most part. It's very noticeable. I really enjoy this game, as I've already mentioned twice now, but that does not make it a good game, nor does it make it a good representation of what Duel Masters is, especially at this point, because this particular version of Duel Masters uses only, I believe, the first 2 sets, and even then, it's very clear what 2 deck archetypes are just significantly better than everything else, even through normal play. I do like that each of the civilizations have specific things that they're really good at. For example, Light has relatively high cost critters that have odd power values and interesting limitations on them. The big thing that makes Light actually usable then is because their odd power values make them slightly more mana efficient than other civilizations. I'm gonna be ranting a lot in this playthrough, Mr. Cloud. It's okay if you speak it too, I promise.
Ranting.
Now, we're going to be playing through the game on normal mode, and on normal mode, the AI is actually very exploitable, but to be perfectly honest, while you're going through the campaign, you're going to want to be playing an aggro deck for the most part. Mostly because there's only like 2 enemy decks in the entire game that are actually really good against aggro, and they're so hyper-controlled that they don't really have their own win cons. I want to be able to show off a majority of the really cool attack animations, especially Explosive Dude Joe here, who's got my favorite attack animation in the entire game. Behold, the Yo-Yo of Doom!
The coup de grace.
Yes,
he could not defend himself.
And the coup de grace specifically in this game is not an animation you can skip because it directly connects to two other cutscenes. So yeah, I really like Explosive Dude Joe's Yo-Yo of Doom. It is my favorite. It is my favorite attack in the game. There are better attacks, to be perfectly honest, but it is the one that I like the most.
Reputation points. What are those?
Yes. Reputation points. This is the currency with which you do not actually spend anything with, but it denotes how far along you are on the path to mastery. You need to get master rank before the end of every character's campaign in order to finish their campaign.
I have to go duel some other people, and we should meet up at the library later.
Fine.
For the record, it's really weird that Luke is allowed in the library because the library is specific. It's not stated to be the Water Tribe's unique space, or the Water Tribe's unique space, but it is the Water Tribe's unique space.
That robot has a cannon on its back.
Well, actually, it's a tank that it's on its back. It's like seriously, the roller is part of the gun.
Want a duel? Sure.
Okay, all right. Let me clear the air on something. Is that the animation and voice acting in this game? I mean, the 3D models are okay, but the
3D models are okay from time to time, but the rest of the production is not good. I like this game a lot. It does not have great production values. It has more and better production values than any other trading card game on the console, but that doesn't mean that they're good. No, it does not.
Did you guys go to Newgrounds in order to get that opening cutscene?
I don't think so. Mostly because I believe this is 2004, and Newgrounds doesn't really start taking off until 2006.
No. You quiet that misinformation there, Buster. I'll have you know that Newgrounds was making me laugh my ass off as early as 2002.
Are you sure that wasn't Albino Black Sheep?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What did Newgrounds have in 2002? Well, they had, I mean, that was also around the time when a child of my age probably should not have been looking at some of the, I don't know, how about that one detective game where you go around with see-through goggles and you could see like body parts and stuff, and then if you accidentally linger on a dude's Johnson, then he goes over, kills you, and causes the game over.
No, for the record, there were plenty of those types of games on Newgrounds. So,
gosh, I'm trying to think of another one. Like there was a game and there was a video that I found really funny.
The Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny was on Newgrounds.
Yeah, I missed that one. All I'm saying is that 2002 Newgrounds was in it. I mean, it was underground, if you will. I don't even know where the hell it is now. Just that
it still exists. It's just not actually maintained all that well.
Newgrounds, back to the menu. That's where Ego Raptor got his start.
Yeah, because he did the awesome video game series.
Yep, Metal Gear Awesome, including Metal Gear Awesome 2, that he actually went back and edited out the N-word because it took him damn near 15 years to realize that some people may be offended by his use of that particular word.
All right, so getting back to the actual video game that we're supposed to be commentating on. This is one of the duels that I end up not actually losing, but getting relatively close to losing. Specifically because Rebecca's starting deck, although it's very good, isn't all that great. Like her only answer for a majority of the campaign for the larger blockers that almost everyone gets to run is Volcanodon. And Volcanodon is really good, yes, but it's a bit difficult for Rebecca specifically to get multiple copies of it. And that is due to the fact of how the game decides to disperse card rewards out. I absolutely despise, with not a burning passion, but a significant passion, how card rewards are doled out in collectible card games during this era. If you guys recall the Yu-Gi-Oh games on the GBA, they actually had you do booster packs for the most part, except for I think Reshef.
Yeah, Reshef the Dark being you got monies. You got monies for winning the game and for winning a match, and you can use these monies in order to buy the cards you want at the card shop.
Yeah, unfortunately, it would take other collectible card games significantly longer in order to figure out that this is actually a viable system of progression. So for this game, every time you defeat a duelist, you are rewarded with 3 cards randomly. And I think it could actually be almost the entire pool depending on what your rank is. The thing is, this means that getting specific cards is a fucking bitch. And as we just saw our opponent use one of the worst shield trigger cards in the game, Volcanic Arrows. Volcanic Arrows is an interesting card in that it makes it so it can delete a majority of the weaker monster pool, but it costs a shield in order to cast it, which is why I'm never going to run it, because losing a shield to get rid of one monster, especially when your opponent is able to bring out multiple monsters at a time, doesn't actually help you for the most part.
But do they have summoning sickness?
They do have summoning sickness. That is one of the things that they took directly from Magic the Gathering. Is every creature when it is summoned cannot. Most creatures when they are summoned cannot attack during that turn. There are a couple of big exceptions. The biggest one being Braid Claw, which is in fact in the Fire Civilization, that I don't think I ever get to show off with Rebecca. Not that it matters that much, because we're going to win this duel during our next turn. But
you ain't got no shield. You don't have a shield.
Go, Aqua Shooter! Shoot the Aqua Balls!
Water balls!
Thank
Water balls! It's the raging whirlpool!
And yes, when 2 creatures die, that both of their death animations and attack animations play. It's very nice.
Yay.
Alright, King Coral, finish off Cindy, please.
Cindy. More like Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
No, she's wearing pants.
But her hair is red.
Yeah. But we don't denote Disney characters by their hairstyles, right? Right, Esmeralda? Right?
Jasmine.
Ooh,
Rapunzel.
We have achieved the rank of amateur, which is important because, again, you need to reach master rank in order to actually finish each individual character's campaign. I'll be going into the differences in between everyone's campaigns in the next part. But for now, another cutscene.
Here, have an angry monkey.
I hate Gore. Gore is so fucking useless. His card artwork is really good, though.
Yeah.
You should find that monk at the mall.
That book?
That monk, actually. All right, everyone. Be safe.